The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as Ambassador Zelthor transmitted the surveillance footage. 7 species, representatives of civilizations spanning thousands of star systems, watched their holographic displays with growing unease. "This cannot be accurate," High Counselor Vraxis hissed, her crystalline form refracting the blue light nervously. "Run the scan again." But the numbers didn't change. The human vessel designated UHNS Prometheus measured 47 kilometers from bow to stern. It dwarfed even the legendary Kreth dreadnoughts that had conquered half the galaxy 3 millennia ago. "They call it a Titan-class warship," Zelthor explained, his 3 eyes blinking in sequence. "Intelligence suggests they have 12 more under construction." The council erupted in panicked chittering, whistles, and electromagnetic pulses. Humanity had only discovered faster-than-light travel 30 years ago. They were supposed to be primitives, barely worth monitoring. Yet here they were, fielding weapons platforms that made the Council's combined fleet look like children's toys. "How is this possible?" demanded General Croth, his mandibles clicking frantically. "Our projections suggested humans were at least 2 centuries away from this level of engineering." Ambassador Zelthor expanded the hologram. The Prometheus rotated slowly, revealing weapons arrays that covered nearly every surface. Rail cannons the size of frigates. Missile bays that could each house a small cruiser. And most disturbing of all, 6 massive emplacements along the spine that energy signatures identified as experimental particle beam weapons capable of cracking planets. "Humans are unique," Zelthor continued. "They're the only species we've encountered that evolved on a death world. Gravity 50% higher than galactic standard. Atmospheric pressure that would crush most of us. Predators at every level of their food chain. They didn't just survive, they thrived." "What does their evolution have to do with shipbuilding?" Vraxis interrupted. "Everything. While we explored the stars seeking peace and prosperity, humans spent millennia at war with themselves. They've fought continuously for their entire recorded history. Every technological advance was weaponized. Every resource extraction method was optimized for conflict. When they finally achieved spaceflight, they didn't build exploration vessels." Zelthor paused dramatically. "They militarized immediately." The footage shifted to show the Prometheus conducting weapons tests near a designated asteroid field. A single salvo from its main batteries reduced a mountain-sized asteroid to vapor in 2.3 seconds. The shockwave destroyed everything within 1,000 kilometers. "Spirits of the ancestors," whispered Counselor Miranda. "They could sterilize our homeworlds." "There's more," Zelthor said grimly. "Our xenopsychology team intercepted their military communications. The Prometheus isn't designed for conquest or territorial expansion. According to human doctrine, Titan-class warships serve a single purpose: deterrence through overwhelming force." "Deterrence against whom?" Croft demanded. "They've barely left their solar system." "Against us. Against anyone who might threaten them." Zelthor displayed another document, human text with translation overlays. "This is from their Supreme Military Command. It states that humanity learned a harsh lesson from their own history, that appearing weak invites aggression, that peace is only guaranteed through strength, and that they will never again be caught unprepared." The chamber fell deathly silent. Every council member understood the implication. Humanity had looked at the galactic community and decided they needed weapons capable of fighting everyone simultaneously. "What do they want?" Vraxis asked quietly. "Trade agreements. Cultural exchange. Peaceful coexistence." Zelthor's translation device conveyed his bewilderment perfectly. "Their diplomatic corps has been sending friendly overtures for months. They seem genuinely confused why we haven't responded." "Because we're terrified," Miranda admitted. General Croft studied the Prometheus one final time, watching it dwarf the moons of the system where it conducted maneuvers. "Perhaps," he said slowly, "we should accept their invitation to talk. A species that builds ships like this but leads with diplomacy might be exactly the ally we need. The Void Swarm has been growing more aggressive at our borders. Vraxis considered this. The swarm had been the Council's nightmare for decades. A hive mind consuming everything in its path. Their own fleets had barely held the line. Very well, she decided. Send our response. But Zelthor, make certain they understand we come in peace. The last thing this galaxy needs is humanity deciding we're a threat. As the Council adjourned, every member cast one last glance at the hologram of the Prometheus, humanity's iron declaration to the cosmos: we are here, we are strong, and we will not be prey. The age of human ascendancy had begun, whether the galaxy was ready or not.